One of the cool things that I came across a couple years ago and I've been kind of following is the HVAC industry has an award show. It's sort of like the Emmys, but it's for HVAC guys. And you've got to check this out. We actually got time with the founder of this award show. It's called the HVAC Tactical Awards Show. It's so awesome. They've got multiple categories. They give out awards to all kinds of different folks doing great things in our industry. So Ben, tell me about this award show that, I just think it's such a cool idea that you guys are doing.
Well, the award show basically is just here to honor and bring recognition to men and women in the trenches who are out there getting it done every day, that are just passionate about what they do every day, but don't get the recognition for what they do every day. I think COVID helped change a little bit of that, and it helped show how important blue collar trades are, but it still needed the push, right? And so for the award show, it basically just boils down to, we just wanted to set aside one night that we could all get dressed up, black tie affair, and just honor each other, pat each other on the back, build a community, build more camaraderie in the industry, because Lord knows we're lacking that for sure. Yeah, it just turned into this thing. So
what made you come up with the idea? Because the idea alone, I remember when I first heard about it, they were like, it's like the Hollywood shows, the award shows, except these guys actually have brain cells, that all the people in this room. So I was like, oh, that's a good analogy.
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard that one yet, but that's cool. Yeah, I refer to it as like the Emmys for HVAC, right? And people are like, huh? And I just stumbled upon a community of a bunch of guys and girls on social media that just took pride in what they did, and they had a passion for what they were doing. And I said, these are my people, man. Like, this is where I belong. I just said, I want to do this for them. Nobody ever did it for me. And I've been in this trade my entire life. I want to do this for them. And so we did it. We did 3 awards. We did it just over Instagram. There was no award show. There was no nothing. It was just a post saying, congratulations to these 3 people, right? And then the very next year, we did a live show in Las Vegas on the heels of AHR. And that was, we sold 120 tickets, sold out in less than 24 hours. And that was the first show. And then from there, it's just been, the rest is history,
Let me ask you, I know it's grown. You said you started out with 3, and now I think there's more than that. What are some of the awards that you guys give out?
So we have the Lady of the Trade Award. That's always the first award that gets given away, ladies first, right? So it's always the first award that gets given out in the beginning of the show. So Lady of the Trade Award, and that's just to recognize women who are in the trade, who are just out there getting it done. And it's not just somebody who's being a service tech, right? So like, there's women out there who are installers, there's women out there who are service techs, and they're awesome. But there's also women out there who are service techs and doing a lot of other things inside the industry. Like this year's winner, Jennifer Monzo, she is actually not only a service tech, but she runs a company. She also is a trainer. Like, she gives out free training to people. She's a huge advocate for women in the trade. Like, it's just a perfect fit, right? Like, this award is perfect for her. There's Mentor of the Year Award, HVAC Podcast of the Year Award, Influencer of the Year Award, the Hidden Gem Award. And that's out there basically recognizing guys who aren't getting any attention or have really small kind of followings on social media, but are doing incredible things. I mean, these are guys who should have 10, 20, 30,000 followers, but they got like maybe 500, right? 1,000. So just recognizing these guys and saying, man, you guys are worth something, man. You guys are really on to something. This next year in Orlando, we will be talking about doing like some type of hydronics award. So trying to get a little bit more of the plumbers that, kind of involved. And there's a lot of plumbers that come to the show and they just want to be part of the community, even though they know they're not going to win an award. But I think we're
but now they can.
Now they can. And we're kind of stepping into that world where the plumbers can now kind of come in and say, hey, we want to do something here, right? But we're also in talks with another organization who is very interested in putting on a sister type show with plumbers only. And we're really excited where everything's going. And, we're just here to just encourage, man, people, and really stop trying to recruit people into the industry and try to attract people into the industry, right? And how do you do that? You
Oh,
do
yeah.
that through cool things like this. You do things that are different, that are outside of the box, that are not normal, you know?
Well, my last question is the award show is not just a few awards given out. If I, there's like a red carpet, there's almost like a TV show that you guys do. Talk a little bit about that and then also where folks can find it next year. So that way, they can watch it themselves.
So the award show is actually live streamed. This year we did the live stream over YouTube. I'm trying to build a YouTube channel, so it just made sense to push people to the YouTube channel to do it. And so,
And
we're
what's
just
that
shy.
YouTube channel?
HVAC Tactical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to that, folks.
You can find me on all social media platforms at HVAC Tactical. But yeah, we wanted to emulate a real show, right? Like a production and the Emmys or the Oscars or the Grammys or whatever, right? And what's the first thing you do when you show up to that place, right? You walk down this red carpet and paparazzi's shooting photos and you're pausing and you're mingling with your friends, right? So when you show up to the venue, you come through registration and then you walk through red carpet and then you got the backdrop behind you. You're taking pictures. You're seeing people that you've never met before, but you know who they are because you see them on social media. And like everybody who's anybody in HVAC who is on social media is in this event, right? From YouTube to TikTok to Instagram, all these guys are and they're amazing, genuine people. And and I always tell people, the secret is that the award show is really just one big party for me and my friends, right? Like for me, I just get to hang out with all my friends and I love it, right? Even though it's super stressful. But yeah, you come through the red carpet, you get all your picture stuff, you're just meeting people, and then you go to a cocktail hour, and that cocktail hour is just hanging out, just having some drinks, just hanging out with your people, making these conversations. And now these companies who are sponsors of the show have the opportunity to be in this room with all of these influencers and say, hey, look, I think you'd be a good fit for what we're trying to do. Like, let's link up and talk after this, right? And so what we did different in Chicago this year, after the award show, so after cocktail hour, we go to dinner, and then dinner rolls right into the award show. Well, after the award show, we decided to have an after party, like an official after party. And that happened because when we did the last show in Atlanta, everybody was like, dude, where's the after party at? And I made some jokes about there was an after party, and there wasn't, but everybody was like expecting this after party. And so I said, well, what would be really cool in Chicago is if we just did like an official after party, right? And so we did. And so after the award show, everybody left that room, went back to where we did cocktail hour, but it was a little revamped, different logos up on the projectors, and they had a DJ in there and lights and stuff like that. And it was really, really cool. And it was kind of an opportunity to allow all of these people who had these really cool networking conversations at cocktail hour that didn't get to sit with each other at dinner, because we do assigned seating at dinner, right? We totally jack up your plan, right? Because
that's awesome. That's what it should be.
The whole purpose is for you to meet new people, right? And so we force you to meet new people by sitting you with people at dinner that you don't know. So after that, you go to the after party, and now all these people can kind of relink together, have these conversations, kind of get, hey, let's exchange information, and then, of course, it's just the talk of the town for the next 3 days, right? As you're walking through AHR or ASHRAE, depending on whatever you call it. It's just a really, really good time. And I'm sure you know who Vito is. Vito Tool Bags, they were the head sponsor. They gave us some really cool backpacks for all the attendees. But yeah, I mean, it's just been awesome. The support from the community, support from sponsors. And, I'm just going to make sure that I do what I got to do to protect the integrity of what we're doing and protect the community. And I think we move further and faster together than somebody trying to do it solo. So, yeah. And that's really been kind of the mindset through the whole thing. So
that's it. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear them if you put them in the chat down below. I'm also going to put a link to Ben's channel so you can watch the award show next year. If you like this video, I think you'll like this one even more. It's where I talk about a big lie in the HVAC industry. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.